we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
You gonna see me and you know me. Check my 31. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Up to the court.
Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And right away he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. There he goes left side. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jackson throwing again. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check, ready. 60 outlaw. Rip right, rip right. Hey, watch it, watch it. 61. Match back. Right.
On first down, it's Walters. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready? Get right. Check. 55 to Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. 36, 36. Rotate. Snap.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Switch, switch, switch.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Being chased out left. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Colder. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
And set. 19. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing safe. Y'all playing the wrong football. Alert. Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the 50, it's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Check 50, check 50. Shoot. Safe.
Now a give, right side. Walters. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 21-0 our score after 1.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Got 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the time.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Well, it's tipped in the air.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check 99. Check 99. 22. Check. Bubba. 22.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Coming. 41's a mic.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That's trash.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
And again, it's Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be caught at about the 5. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Hold on. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Jackson will keep it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the gun, here's Watson. Incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
that was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Walters to return it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They go play action now. Jackson is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Faking the give. Now Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check the set. 19. That quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Watch this. 19. Come on, D. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He finds Howard complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
I got you. I got you.
And down to a knee. That's one option.
Watch it set. 19. You run.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
You got nothing.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Set. 19. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 9 of go. 9 of go.
Watson on first down. Got an open man. It's QT. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Set. 19. 36. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the line.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks him. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Watson on the keeper.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they will take a knee here.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
Set. 19. Let's go, D. Let's go.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Lucky.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Ingram's got the first down and more as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Jackson now, and an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
24 is the mark. Time to go.
They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Hopkins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And this was truly a total team effort.